Hi students, welcome at StudyKosh. Our today's chapter is coding and decoding. So what is coding? When any letter or sentence is written in such a language which hides the actual meaning of it, then it is known as coding. And decoding means when we are tracing out the actual meaning of a coded letter, words or sentence. So in this lecture we will discuss different types of coding and decoding, and you will get many questions in your examination related to this chapter. So first of all, you should know the forward order position, backward order position. It is very important, which we have discussed in our first chapter. So let's start and discuss this chapter. So we know very well about forward order position, where the forward order where we'll start from A and will go up till Z, and the backward order is when we will start from Z and go up till A. Also we know about the opposite letters, how to remember these letters. We have discussed one trick for it, so I hope you are able to learn that trick as of now. So let's start our chapter, that is coding and decoding. The first type is letter coding. So in this type, the letters of a certain word are arranged in different orders, which can be a reverse order in which first half of the word follows some other rules and the second half will follow some other rule. For coding, you will be asked to find out the pattern and match that pattern with the options which are given. So here the first option is coding based on rearrangement of letters. So in this type of coding, the letters of original words are rearranged in a particular manner to obtain the code. For example, if Mahesh is written as, let's say, HSEHAM. So now how will this word MANEGER written in that code? So you have to find out the code of this letter by which you have written Mahesh. So we will use the same funda which is used in this to write down this word in the same format. So let's check out the positions first of all. That is the first step, the position of all the alphabets which are used in Mahesh. So M is placed at 13th position, A at 1st, H at 8th, E at 5th, S at 19th and H at 8th. Then let's check for the coded word. Here H is placed at 8th position, 19th for S, 5th position, then 8, then 1, then 13. So if we'll see carefully, this M is placed here, then this A, then H, then E, then S, then H. So it is just written in the reverse order. Similarly, we can write this letter by using the same concept. So here we'll just reverse the letters like R, E, G, E, N, A, M. So this is how you have checked the letters position and find out the order and write down the required answer accordingly. Next we have coding based on replacement of letters. So in this type, the letters of words are replaced by other letters following a certain pattern to obtain the code. The first type under coding based on replacement of letters is forward sequence coding. So under this pattern, every letter of a word is coded in increasing order of English alphabets. For example, you have A, B, C, D. So it is written as, let's say, B, D, F, H. So here what is happening? We'll add 1 to it, then we'll get B, then again for this we'll add 1, then again for this if we will add 2, then we will get D, then for the next if we will add 3 letters, then we'll jump up to F, then for D and H if we will add 4 letters, then we will get this H. So this is how this forward sequence coding works. Next type is backward sequence coding. Under this pattern, every letter of a word is coded in decreasing order of English alphabetical series. For example, you have this A, B, C, D, and it is coded at, let's say, B, Z, X, V. So here what is happening? If we'll see the series, so after A, B is coming, but after B, Z is coming, then after 6, X is coming, after D, V is coming. So there is another trick here. Let's check the next what we can use. Let's check out from the back side. So B is coming before D, but before 2 steps, like we have to skip C, then we will jump to B. So here -2. Then for the next, that is C. So C and Z, let's say. So there is a difference of -3 here. For the next, that is B and X. The difference is of -4. Between B and X, the difference is of -4. And between this A and B, the difference is of -5. So this is how this backward sequence series works. Next we have mixed sequence coding. So here we will get both forward and backward letters. So how we will check them? Let's discuss. We have A, B, C, D, and it is coded as, let's say, C, D, A, B. So between A and B, the last letter here, there is a difference of +1. Then B and A, there is a difference of -1, right? Then between C and D, there is a difference of +1, and between D and C, the difference is of -1. So it is a mixed sequence series. Here we are getting both forward as well as backward letter, right? So these are the types. You just need to have good practice on them so that you are able to solve the questions in the exam. Next we have opposite letters coding. So let's check. We have discussed about opposite letters in our first lecture, so I hope you are clear with them. They are very important. So if the code is this ABCD is written as ZYXW, we can find it out like what type of code it is. Like here A and Z, they are the opposite letters. Similarly B and Y are opposite. Then C and X are opposite, and D and W are opposite letters. So you can clearly find it out if you have learned the trick of opposite letters. This is another type. Next we have based on the left and right letters. So this type of coding is based on the letters which are placed on the left side of a series or the right side of a series. For example, we have A, B, C, D. It is written as CE, BD, AC or ZB. So A is written as, let's say, CE. Is there any relation between them? AB, CD. So E. So we are not able to find out a relation as such. So we can find out a relation like after B, skipping B we are getting C, then after skipping D we are getting E. It is written like that, let's say, but for the next B is written at BD, so the relationship is not working which we have found. So we'll need to check the next. So let's check from the back side, D and CE. So here is D, here is C, here is E. It is valid because we are getting letters on the left and right side of D. Let's check the next, that is CBD. So CBD, correct. Then BAC, BAC. Then for A, it is ZB. So we'll get Z this side, the last letter of alphabetical series, and A is in the middle and B is on the right hand side. So this is how this left and right letters based coding works. Next we have decoding. So here we need to find out the original word of a code. For example, it is given that novel is written as Kyao I E Kyao O. Then in the same language, how we can write Y L J K S. So here we need to find out the relation. So we need to decode it. So how we can decode it? Let's check it out. So between N and O, there is a difference of one letter. Right? Between O and Q, the difference is of +2. Then between B and E, the difference is of +3. Similarly for E and I, it is of +4. Then between L and Q, it is of +5. Right? So for decoding this, how we can decode it? By using the funda which we have discussed just now. So for this, if you will see carefully, for decoding Y, you need +5 on the back side, because similarly we are getting for L and Q. So if we'll go back side in the alphabetical series, we'll get T. For L, we need to go 4 times back side to get, so we'll get H. Then for J, we'll go back side 3 times, then we will get G. Then for K, we'll get I, we'll go 2 times back side. Then for S, we'll get R, because here we are using +1, as we are using the +1 for N as well. So this is how you can decode the given letter. Next we have number coding. So in this type of coding, numeric code is given to you. It is assigned to the word or the alphabetical letters, and you are required to analyze the code as per the correlation between the numbers and the letters. For example, if it is given that in certain language ROK is written as 44, MIG is written as 29, then how we can write TAL? So how you can decode it? First of all, what should be clicked in our mind? We should check the position of the letters which are given. So the position of R is 18, the position of O is 15th, and the position of K is 11. Then for MIG as well, let's check out the position. It is 13 for M, 9 for I, and 7 for G. Now we need 44. How we can get 44? If we will add this 18 plus 15 plus 11, we'll get 44. Similarly for this, if we will add 13, 9 and 7, we'll get 29. So it is correct. Now let's code it this TAL as well. So position of T is 20, A is 1 and L is 12. So we can write it as 20 plus 1 plus 12 is equal to 33. So the answer is 33. So first of all, whenever you have such kind of question, check the numbering of the letters which are given. They are mostly based on that. Next type is symbol coding. So in symbol coding, various symbols are assigned to the letters or a word and you need to decode it. If it is given, the word shout is written as, let's say, star this 59 hash, and the next word, that is hates, is written as 4 hashtag 6 star. So how we can write house? The question is how to write this house. So we have all the words which are given in this letter house in our question. Like here you can see this H is coded as this here as well as in this letter. Let's check out the next, and we want O. So O is written as 5, but O is not here. Then we want U. So U is written as 9. U is not here. Then we want S. So S is written as star, and S is also here, which is written as star. And we want E. E is written as 6. So we can use these codes for this letter house. So we can write it as, so this is based on symbols, this type of coding. Next type we have coding by substitution. So in substitution, you will be provided with a confusing code by giving different name to the word. So under this pattern, a series of words is given and each word of this series is coded with another words. Let's check out one question, then it will be more clear to you. If it is written like green is called red, red is called blue, blue is called white, and white is called yellow, and yellow is called violet, then what is the color of grass? So you might be thinking like how we can find out this grass. So as we know, the color of grass is green, but here green is known as red, and hence according to the given information we need to select that color of grass is red. So it is very simple. This is the coding which is based on substitution. Next we have fictitious language coding. So in this type of questions, you will be provided with some messages in code language and some codes are assigned to each word of the message. So you are required to find out the code of each word by finding the common code for two words, and this process is followed to find out the code for each word. So let's see how we can do this. For example, if he is great is written as, let's say, ka, ka, ra. This is the code of he is great. And next is Ram hungry is written as na, sa, ka. Then find out the code of is. So you need to find out the code of is. So in such type of questions, you have to use some shapes like triangles, circles, rectangle, square, or like this shape, any of the shapes which you will be comfortable with. So first of all, he is here, but he is not present in the second sentence, so we cannot find the code of he as of now. Next, is here, is also present here. So we need to find out the coded words which are present in both the sentences. So for is, we have ka here, ka here, but we don't have pa here and ra here. So we can relate this ka. It is the code of is, right? There is no other word which is similar to both the sentences. So the code of is ka, and I have used this triangle here to differentiate. For example, if you have word hungry here and you have hungry here as well, I'm just giving you an example. And for that, let's say the coded language is ES here and ES here. There is one more sentence, let's say he is hungry, and for that the code is, let's say, pa ka ES. So for hungry, if I want to find out the code, then we'll check in all the three sentences. So ES is here, ES is there, ES is here. For hungry, the code is ES. So we can differentiate like this. And we can use these symbols here as well, so that it is easy to find out. Like for is, the code is KA, so we'll use triangle. Now he is here, he is here. So we can see like PA is here, PA is here. So he is the code of PA. This is just for the explanation so that you are able to understand. So I am using circle for this. So that's why I told you these figures are important, which can be used to mark your answer in the question. Next type we have coding by comparison. So under this pattern, some words are given in one column and their code are given in another column, but the given code are not in the same order as the words are given. So you are required to find out the codes of words on the basis of comparison of their properties, or you can say trait. For example, here is 2 column 1 and 2. Here that, here dead we have, then white, dip, then gray, then sector, nature, training, terminal, right. So the words which are present in column 1 are not exactly related to column 2, like bad, dead, they are not related. So we need to find out the code of great. This is the question. So here you need to use your mind, like how these words are related. They are not having any kind of meaningful relation, I can say. Just you need to find out the exact word which is related to the word present at one column or first column. So as we can see, great word is having 5 alphabets, right? So this is the only word in this column 1 which has 5 alphabets, and in column 2 we'll see there is word right which has 5 alphabets. So great is related to right. If I want to find out for, let's say, bat, so bat has 3 alphabets, dip has also 3 alphabets. Similarly for white, dead is related, for great we have already discussed, and for nature, sector is related, for terminal, training is related. So this is how you need to find out the codes in the comparison. Next we have conditional coding. So under this coding, some pattern, letters, numbers are given and their codes are given under them, and you are required to find out the code for a particular letter according to the given condition. So if you have a question like this, here the letters are given and the digits or symbol codes are given, and the condition is if both first and last letters are vowels, their codes are to be interchanged. If the first letter is a consonant and the last letter is vowel, both are to be coded as the code for the vowels. If the first letter is a vowel and last letter is consonant, both are to be coded as the code for the consonant. So we need to find out the code of I, B, H, J, R, E. This we need to find out. Let's find out the code. For I, the code is 5. Right? You need to check here. For B, the code is 1. For H, the code is 6. For J, the code is 4. For R, the code is @, and for E, the code is hash. This is the code, but we have given some conditions, so you need to apply those conditions. So the condition is, the first is if both first and last letters are vowel. Yes, they are vowel, because here first letter is I and the last letter is V. They are vowel, so the condition is their codes are to be interchanged. So we need to interchange their code. So for interchanging, we'll get hash here, 1 here as it is, 6 here, 4 here, @5. So this would be the answer. So this is how you can decode the conditional coding. So I hope you are clear with all the types of coding which we have discussed in today's lecture. We have just studied how many types of questions can be asked in the examination. But for having good command on these questions, you need more and more practice. So I want you to practice more and more questions by your own. So here I am wrapping up this lecture. We'll meet you next time. Till then, stay tuned with StudyKosh. Thank you.